I don't. Someone will tell. It's happened to me before. Huh? All right. So, welcome to the math. What class is this? The math 3 honors test review. I'm unrolling my. Is my shirt tucked in good? Okay. I got to do some pull-ups. Oh, should I film myself doing pull-ups?
Yeah. You want me to take
No?
the computer outside? Yeah. I'll like walk out.
With this thing, show me the pull-up challenge. I already did my first set. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't get around to doing it. All right. Here's what we do. You guys have this formula here? Let's put 2 equations here. I'm going to erase it. You guys have this written down? This is the equation you need to find. Write the rule for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. That's what we're doing here. Is it okay if I talk in the camera? Yeah. Should I not film? No. Raise your hand if I should film. But you're probably not going to watch it, though, right?
Yeah. No, I will, probably. If it's funny.
It's not going to be funny.
Really?
Okay. So let's plug in what we know. So a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. A sub n, we'll say the first one is 41 equals a sub 1. We're trying to figure out a sub 1 plus n minus 1, which is, in fact, I'm going to go back. N minus 1 is 5 minus 1 is 4d. Any questions on how I got that? Yes? No? Okay. So then what do? Let's do green. The other one, what am I going to plug in for this one? 96. Can you guys see that green?
Yes.
A sub 1 plus what? Then what do? Subtract. Make everything the opposite. Plus, negative, negative, negative. So what's 41 minus 96? Someone tell me. What's 41 minus 96? 55. So negative 55, right? Equals flocka. 4 minus negative 9 is negative 5d. Divide by negative 5. Can you guys see that there? Hang it. What?
No.
Oh, I broke it. Oh my gosh. Someone tell me freaking out. It's there. I'll freak out on that. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Sorry, you guys want me to get to work. Okay. So what is negative 55 divided by 5 is 11. So we have here d equals 11. Okay. That cool? Yeah. Now what do? We have here d equals 11. So now what do? What do? Okay, your silence means you're either confused or you're asleep. I don't care. So we pick a point. Which one you guys want?
The first one.
You guys like the smaller points. So we'll say 41 equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d, right? And then we solve for a sub 1, right? So 4 times 11 plus a sub 1 equals 41. 41 equals 8. Am I in the way? No. Equals 44. Subtract 44 on both sides.
Negative 3.
And you get 44. And then a negative 3 equals a sub 1. Can you guys see that? I'm turning the whole thing off. There's like a glare. There's still like a glare. I see on my other camera. So we got a sub 1 equals negative 3. You guys have those written down? Because I'm going to erase it. So what do I have? I have d equals 11. and then a sub 1 equals negative 3. And then we plug it back in to the equation again to get our equation, right? So we say again, 41. No, sorry, not that. No. Dang it. Dang it. A sub n equals a sub 1, negative 3, plus n minus 1 times what? 11. So multiply it out. A sub n equals negative 3 plus 11n minus 11. Negative 3 minus 11 is negative 14. You get that? So fit the whole answer here, a sub n equals positive. You guys see? Dang it. Wait, 11n minus 14. Still glare. The background. Yeah, I guess. I feel like I should bring this closer. There, that's better. I feel cramped up, crowded. Now, how do we check our work? Plug in 10, we should get 96, right? So, will this work? 11 times 10 minus 14. 110 minus 14 is what? We're good. You guys do that on your own? Yes, Amari. You can do it on your own, or you have a question? Anyway, here's all the steps. Equals 11. There's the answer. Okay. Okay. So now we have one where we have to do. I gotta let you know this is a geometric sequence. You have to know if it's geometric or not. So this is a geometric sequence because you need to know which one to use. You guys remember the geometric formula is this. I have it written here. I'm not giving you the formulas in the test. You have to have them memorized. What are formulas in this one? We love it, Arizona. Love it, Arizona. We love it, it is Arizona. So it's the same idea, sort of. So you're going to plug them both in. Get back to where you want to go. Get back to where you want to go. Yeah. Guess you put a keyboard up here? Yeah. I'm like becoming like a snazzy art hacky teacher. Okay, so what was our rule? It's a sub n. What's the rule? A sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1, right? So a sub n, so let's do our two equations, right? A sub n, right? Oh. Let's write small right here. A sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1, right? That's yours. So let's plug them in. Is this, you know what? Well, I'm going to do this for the review. So we say 28 equals a sub 1 times r to the 1, right? N minus 1. And what should this one be? Someone say it out loud so I know I'm like, just, what is it? What should I put? Yes, very good. 1792 equals what? A sub 1. What? r to the 4. Okay, good. So now let's solve for r. Solve for r. No, solve for a sub 1, right? So we divide by r to the 1. So this one, a sub 1 equals, that goes away, r, oh, I'm sorry, 28r, sorry, equals 28 over r sub 1, right? What do I do next? Plug it in. Plug it in here. So I'm going to try to give myself some space here. Plug it in into a sub 1. So I say 1792 equals, instead of a sub 1, r to the 4th, I'm going to plug in 28 over r to the 1. And so this r to the 1 cancels out. This becomes r to the 3. Right? So it's 1792 equals 28 r to the 3rd. What do you do next?
You divide both sides.
Divide by 28. I need someone to calculate that for me because I don't have my calculator here. What's 1792 divided by 28?
64.
64. So it'll be 64 equals r to the 3rd. And then you take the cubed root. I believe that's r equals 4. Sorry, that's so, I just can't fit it all in any other way. You guys good? Give me the whole hour and a half to take this test. What? Remember, just like the last one, we want to find an equation, a rule to solve this thing. So r to the 4th, we just have the r. We still have to figure out the a to the 1. Does that answer your question, Sabrina? See where we're going with this? So no, the answer, that is not the final answer, r to the 4. But it is the final answer for r. So I'm not sure where you're asking, if this is the final answer for this step or if the final answer of the whole thing. Did I confuse you? I did? Okay. Yes, Amari. Let me finish with her first. Sabrina, do you remember, did this first problem make sense to you?
Yeah.
Right? What was the final answer? Dang it. It's not working. The final answer was this, right? Because I want an equation where I got d is 11, and then I figure out negative 14. Well, we just figured out the r, which is like the d. We still have to figure out the a sub 1. Okay? Yes, Omari. Say it super loud. I can't hear.
How did he get 3?
How did I get 3?
The square.
This 3 right here? Huh? The cube, yes. So I did this right here. I did 28 over r to the 1st times r cubed. I had that stage. And then when you multiply these, basically, I'm doing it the long way now before I did the short way. I don't expect you to do it the long way. You multiply this times this and that times that. So it's 28 r cubed over r to the 1st, because r times 1 is r, right? With me so far? Huh? Am I standing in the way? Okay. So do you understand what I'm doing here? Yes or no? Okay, that's a no. Let me start over, because I need to know where you're at, right? Amari, okay. So do you understand where I'm at right here, or no?
I don't know where you got that.
Let me show you this personally when we get back, okay? And I'll show everyone else. I'll show you on the board and everything like that, because it's kind of messy here, okay? So anyway, we got the what does r equal? R equals 4, right? So we had r equals 4 is what we figured out. After that whole thing, we have to put it here, r equals 4, or how do you say in Spanish, corazon. So now I have to figure out the a sub 1, right? What do I do for a sub 1? We go back to original equation, a sub n equals, I hear talking. I'm going to stop the review if I hear talking. I will, okay? The laughing and the talking, please stop it. Okay, so we now have the r, and then we pick a point. You guys usually like the smaller point, so we pick the point. So a sub n is 28 equals a sub 1, which is what we're trying to find out, times r, which is 4, raised to the n minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 2, which is 4 to the 1, right? Which is basically 4. So this is 28 equals 4 times a to the 1, right? This 4, so I just switched it around. And how do you solve it? Divide by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7, right? So now we have our r, we have our a sub 1. So what's our answer? A sub n equals 7 times 4 to the n minus 1. And that's your equation. And to check it, you plug in 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. Times, I don't know. What's 4 to the 4th power? And then multiply that by 7. You should get 1792. All right. Are there any questions? Yes.
Can we just plug in r for where it's 28 over r1?
Plug in r.
Yeah, where it's 28 over r1. Do it like that.
I think you can. Oh, to get yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, because that'll give you 1. All right, I'm moving on. Okay, so those are the arithmetic and geometric. Big deal. Okay, find the sum of the series. Okay, this is something actually new that I haven't shown you, so make sure you take good notes for this. Find the sum of the series. You actually need an equation. Remember, now you can plug it in, plug in 1, then plug in 2, then plug in 3, all the way up to 20, and then add them all up. That'll be kind of a pain. So there's a shortcut way. You guys have it written down? Write this formula down. In order to solve it, we got to do this. The sum of an arithmetic. This is arithmetic, right? Because there's no the variable is here. So the sum of an arithmetic sequence of an arithmetic, which is a series, arithmetic series, is that S of n equals n times a sub 1 plus a sub n all divided by 2. Make sure you have that memorized. This is new. If you're looking for it in your notes, this is new. Where n is the 20, that's my n. My a sub 1 is the 7, right? There's my a sub 1. So we're going to say 20 times a sub 1 what's my a sub 1? 7 plus, what's my a sub n? Well, n is 20. It means we plug 20 into here. The a sub n is when I plug 20 into here. So we say 3 times 20 plus 7 is 60 plus 7 is 67. So plug that in here. 67, plug in 20, divide by 2, and what do you get? Right? I get my calculator out. And that's all you have to do. What do you guys get? Oh, that's easy. Times 10. 7 plus 67. 740. What do you guys get? So these cancel out. This becomes 10. 7 plus 67 is 10 times 74, which is 740. Well, you don't have to cross them out. Don't cross them out. Do 67 plus 7, then divide by 2. What do you get? Just easier that way, I think. Okay, times 20. This is above, this is below. This divide. What's 20 divided by 2? It's 10. That's all I'm doing. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Anyway, that's finding the sum of an arithmetic series. Any questions? You guys are great. Who's falling asleep? All right. It's okay. You can fall asleep. Oh, 770. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Shoot. It's not, it's 770. Because this is an a sub 1. This is an a sub 1. That's where my mistake was. What's my a sub 1? That means you plug in 1 for n, right? What do you get when you plug in 1 for n? 10. So it's 3 times 1 plus 7, which is 3 plus 7 is 10. So this should, instead of 7, should be 10. Can I erase this? Eraser doesn't. Oh, it's better. Oh, it's better with this. So this should be 10. 10 plus, right? Does that give me, yeah, that gives me 770. So a sub 1, that, I'm sorry, that's, what is that? That's a sub 0. That's the 0 term. Remember that? I forgot. Not the first term. That's the 0 term. So plug in 1, you get the 10th term, and then that's going to be, this will be 770. There you go. 770. Sorry about that. I'll move on. 770. Okay. Okay, now the equation for the sum of the this is, what type of series is this for the variables in the exponent? Is it arithmetic or geometric? Geometric, right? So do you guys remember the formula for that one? Get back, get back, get back to where you want to go. Here's the formula for it. A sub 1 equals 1 minus r to the n over 1 minus r. So to figure out a sub 1, you got to plug in 1 there, right? And that actually ends up being So what is our R equal to? What is the R equal to for this?
7.
7. It's the 7, right? And then what's the A sub 1?
6.
I don't think so. I think it's 42. What does A sub 1 mean? What does that mean I'm doing? What am I doing with the 1? Plug in 1 into here, right? What's 6 times 7 raised to the 1 minus 1, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. Oh, so that's right. So what is that? That becomes 7 to the 0. What's 7 to the 0? 1. So 6 times 1 is, actually, you guys are right. That's 6, right? So that is A sub 1. Because it's 1 right. So then you just plug in. What is my n equal to? Forgot about that. What's my n equal to? 9. Then you plug in your numbers. A sub 1 is 6 times 1 minus r, which is 7, to the 9th power, all over 1 minus 7. I need a scientific calculator. We're going to try to calculate that out, 7 to the 9th, and then take away 1 from that. 7 to the 9th equals. So I get 1 minus, see that there? 1 minus 4, 0, 3. Am I going to fit it? 3, 5, 3, 6, 0, 7, all over 1 minus 6 is 1 minus 7 negative. What is that wrong?
Yes.
4, 0, 3, 5. Yes, sir?
Oh,
All of that times positive 6, right? So again, Sabrina, these are going to cancel out like I did before. That was kind of confusing to you. But these would cancel out. But if not, you could just subtract that, multiply by 6, and divide by 6. But I'm going to cancel them out. You don't have to do that. And so it's 1 minus that. Which is negative 403530606 all over negative 1, which becomes positive 403530606. A negative divided by negative is a positive. Is that, if that's what you said? I think someone says that negative. Anyway, so make sure you know how to do that. A lot of these are just basic algebra skills, right? So if you're not strong on the algebra skills. Any questions on that? How you guys feeling about this test tomorrow? Can I move on? There's the answer, 4035606. Okay, what's next? Okay. What type of series is this?
Geometric.
Geometric, and yes, very good. It's geometric because the variables in the exponent, and it goes to infinity. You guys remember the formula for that, for the infinite series?
Yes.
This is actually an easier one. A sub 1 over 1 minus r. Here's the formula right here. A sub 1 over 1 minus r. Or this is the a sub 1, right? The 8. So a sub 1, which we determined before, equals 8. Plug in 1 if you don't know. 1 minus 1 is 0. That becomes 1. And what's the r? 1/5. This one's actually easier, I think, than the one we did before. So a sub 1 is 8 over 1 minus 1/5. One minus 1/5. I'll go like this. Instead of 1, let's change it. How do I write as a fraction? 5 over 5, right? 5 over 5 minus 1/5. So 8 equals 5 minus 1 is 4/5, right? 5/5 minus 1/5 is 4/5. 8 divided by 4/5.
It's 10.
Sounds right to me. But let's work it out. This is 8. Make this right. 8 divided by 4/5. 8 divided by 4/5 is the same as 8 times 5 over 4. Now, Sabrina, I don't know, because you asked it before, I could do the same thing. It's cross-reducing is what I did. But if you want, you could do 8 times 5 is 40. Divided by 4 is 10.
This was 5/5.
5/5. This is 1 minus r. 5/5 is 1, right? No? Anytime you have a fraction that's equal to 1, I'm going like this. It's a sub 1, not a sub 1. A sub 1 was what? 8, 1 minus 1/5, right? You get it?
Yeah.
With me so far? I can't subtract these. I need a common denominator in order to subtract fractions. So 5 over 5 is equal to 1, right? And I have a common denominator. That's all I did. Now I said 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so 10. Get back to where you want to go. We're almost done. No, you guys study in your groups. And I'll do like mini lessons like Mario, I'll help you with that one that you're asking about. Can I flip it? S equals 10. Oh, right as a fraction. You guys remember how to do that? Get back, get back, Remember, this is an infinite series. So make sure you follow. I have, what is it? 0.5 plus what? 0.05, right? If I was to rewrite this, plus what? Plus, right? And so forth. Goes on forever. Dot, dot, dot. I'm going to use it's an infinite series. So my infinite series is, what is it? A sub 1 divided by 1 minus r. Right? So do we have our a sub 1? Should I pause? Am I going too fast? Don't say anything if I'm going too fast. Okay, I'll slow up. That's true. Slow up. Slow down. I know I've said something illegal. A sub 1 is 0.5. What's my r? 0.1. It's this divided by this. 0.05. Oh, that looks terrible. 0.05 divided by 0.5, which equals 0.1. That's my R. Do it in a calculator if you don't believe me. Do 0.05 divided by 0.5 is 0.1. And so it's going to be this. A sub 1 is 0.5 all over 1 minus 0.1. What's 1 minus 0.1? Anyone know? 0.9. So it's 0.5 divided by 0.9, which becomes what? Move the decimal over, 5/9. Just move the decimal over. Get back to where you want to go. You get back, you get back, get back to where you want to go. Is that it? So there's a couple other things that I might have got over. They might see on the test. Other than this, but otherwise, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna try to write down all the equations that you guys need. You guys have all the equations? How much time do we have left? Okay, I gotta do my pull-ups. Why don't you guys transform in your groups? Actually, you guys want to study quietly? You want to study in your groups? Let's see, who wants to study in groups?
One over.
Who wants to study quietly? 10 minutes, I'll give you quietly at least. Otherwise, I am going to let me get some stuff here. Oh, did I record this? Oh, I didn't even record it. Yes, I did. Who's gonna watch this? I don't know if you guys are gonna watch this thing.